welcome to another Gadget Talk. I'm excited. Chad, are you excited for tonight?
No.
We're going to continue this build.
Yes, I'm excited to see what I come up with.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of things are going on. We got some announcements before we get to the build with some stuff that's going on with Cache Fest, some updates on that as well. Plus, there was just an announcement. If you have already logged your Williton for the Worldwide Cache Fest, you should check your email. There was just an announcement made by Gary. And that's kind of what I'm going to talk about, a little bit about some stuff on there as well. But I survived a freeze. My tree in the front yard did not very well, but
boy.
Yeah, I've got to cut limbs quite a bit tomorrow.
I saw pictures from Texas that they got some snow and ice, and now I'm like, well, do I really want to move back or move down to Texas? I don't know.
It's a rare occurrence, but the trees here and there are not made to take ice, and that's the issue there. Yeah. But before we get to all that fun stuff and get into the working on the build tonight, let's go ahead and take care of our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. If you have not become a patron of the Geocache Talk Network, what are you waiting for? Patron levels start as low as a Bison Tube level at $3 a month. The sign up is easy. Simply go to the Geocache Talk website and click on the Become a Patron button, or go to patreon.com/Geocache Talk. Patrons now get the famous Blackout coin, invites to special events, and other really great items throughout the year. Become a patron today.
Logwork, the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine Write-in-the-Rain paper. The logbook's designed for the micro-containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who'd rather go caching than doing cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
Have you subscribed to FTF Magazine yet? FTF Magazine is the #1 geocaching magazine available. It is a quarterly magazine that you can be part of. Submit your geocaching milestones and adventures to be published. FTF Magazine is also interactive with puzzles to solve and the hunt to find Spartacus. If you can solve the puzzle or find Spartacus, then you will be entered in to win a special pack tag. Every new subscription, you will receive a special swag pack. Subscribing is easy. Just visit FTF's website, ftfgeo.com. Don't miss out and subscribe today. I forgot to have it with me. It just came in today. It was my FTF magazine. I meant to have it here on there. I'm like, where is it? I thought I had it. But it's upstairs in my other office. So I was excited to see that. Had quite a bit of Geo swag today. Mail came in. Got something from the Geocaching Vlogger, something from the Cache the Line, and FTF magazine. So it was a good day for me on that aspect.
It's always nice to get stuff.
It is. It's always nice to have mail. And I'm going to make this announcement real quick on what was kind of going on. I'm going to slow myself out for a second. So the announcement for Cache Fest is we are getting a lot of the side events published. So go check those out. Go log your Willitons on that. Now, the one that is blowing up, it seems like quite a bit, and that is the celebration event that is at the escape room. Now, I want to tell you guys something. That is, you're not going to get a full experience of a full escape room, which I wish we could, but we couldn't get that many people through at a time. So it's actually like a 10-minute challenge. Still, it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to have a lot of great time doing it. But also, you have to go on to the link to the website to register. So we have get everybody on there. We only have 150 slots. Not anymore. We're close to only about 120 slots left. So we've already got 30 people that have already registered online to do that. So be sure to go and click on that. So it's basically like 2 Willitons. So you do your Williton here, and then you register if you're going to be there on the other site. Because like I said, we only have 150. Some other events that are going on. There's another celebration event on Wednesday night, and that is that main event here in Memphis. That's going to be a lot of fun because it is very family oriented. So there's virtual reality bowling, there's a restaurant, there's video games, there's laser tag, there's a ropes course, all in the building. So be sure to check that out. And then we've got some other events that we're still working on and getting some things planned out, finishing up, tying some loose ends and finishing those up. But there's so much going to be going on. So don't forget to check out for Worldwide Cache Fest. Okay, that commercial is fun, and you walk right back in on time.
I was like, oh, Derek's by himself. I can go do something.
Hey, and that's all right. So we fill in. So Tom's saying he'll escape for food, That's cool. Oh, hey, mini mags on the back cover.
I was gonna say, do you
FTF
have yours
magazine.
close to you? I'd like to see that. I don't subscribe to.
It's upstairs. I'll have to solo you out, and I can't talk. You have to talk for a little bit, and I'll go get it. But so just kind of looking through this. Tom's already found Spartacus, evidently. So yeah, so there's a lot of different things going on. Let's see here. Ozfox is joining us from down under. It's 26 degrees Celsius, blue sunny sky. That sounds like a beautiful day. So, all right, Chad.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to have a few people on with us that are normally on because I think they all went down to Arizona to Yuma to the event, so they're probably driving back. Not sure.
Yeah, there's a lot. That was a big event this weekend. I saw some pictures. Wish I could be there, but with everything going on here, it's just it wouldn't happen. That wasn't going to happen. So
I planned to, but I had a couple friends that went down that wanted me to go with them, but I decided to take my family to California instead. So, Gary, you want to? Oh, Gary has this magazine.
Gary, okay, all right, there it is. Let's see. There's mini mag on the back of the FTF magazine. That is awesome. That's mini mag
is small. I guess mini mag is a good name.
No. That's his one of the kids. It's one of the sons.
Oh, one of the kids. Okay.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Wow.
Good deal.
When I was a kid, I would do that climb no problem, but now, no.
Yeah, so I'm looking. I haven't even had a chance to really flip through it yet. But
I always love FTF magazine. If you're not subscribed, it's well worth it. It's so fun to go through this and check out all the things, the puzzles, and that's all I want to say. That's the end of my FTF magazine commercials. So,
we already have one of those commercials. So subscribe, and we do thank them for being a sponsor of the Geocache Talk Network. So, all right, Chad, we ready to rock into this build?
Let's get into this. So what I have this week is, unfortunately, I had a lot of stuff at work that came up that I had to work on, so I didn't do as much as I wanted to, but I got some stuff done that will go over some actually detailed parts that I would probably do next week that we'll get out of the way this time. Just kind of figuring out some parts and looks that we want to do for the cache. So we'll just go to that and I have the video. I actually downloaded a video from the CNC machine,
right?
Cutting it all, doing the cutting and stuff like that. So we can, well, you know what? Why don't we play that video real quick and get that over with, and then I'll switch rooms here.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead. All right. So we're going to go ahead and play this video, and here we go. Add to stream. I don't know what it is. It's kind of satisfying sitting here and just watching this cut.
It wasn't when I was cutting it.
No. Did you speed this up, or is this actual speed?
No, it's like 4 times.
Okay.
I think this cut normally takes 8 minutes.
And those that don't know that it's CNC machine, it's actually it's a router, correct?
That's all it is a router, yeah.
It's like a 3D printed router, is what it is. That was great, Chad. That was really cool. I love that. Let's see here. I got to add you from this side, so because you changed rooms on me. So yeah, that's really cool. I do like that. That was really neat getting to watch it do that.
I
Sorry,
had
my
I had a
chair's
couple better
killing me.
cuts. That was the only one that actually I didn't want to show because I changed the router bit. If you noticed, the router bit, that was probably my first cut I did, and the bit was a little dull. But anyways, all the other ones, the video stopped, and I didn't realize that my setting on my GoPro stopped it. So that was one of the shorter cuts, so it got the whole thing. But anyway,
Well,
you kind of
that's
get the point. They all cut the same way.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's really cool getting to watch it cut. A lot of people haven't never seen a CNC machine cut like that, so that's just really great to see that on there. So all right, so now you're over in the other room. You're in the other shop,
Yes.
the side shop, wood shop.
Yes. And what we need to do, what I'm looking to do here, and shoot, I meant to bring it up on the video, is my photo I have here. Let me pull that up because it's gonna be easier to see what I'm trying to talk about.
Right.
Sorry here.
Okay. And I'm just going through here, and this is kind of sad news. I mean, Greg Johnson's posting that Yuma posted that this will be the last year of the Mega unless they can find someone to take over. So that's another Mega that may be going. So that's kind of sad to see. So that just kind of I mean, what do you do? Oh, and here, Mini Max saying the tree that we just saw with them up on there is the same tree from the front cover of the last issue that Bell on the Move was up. So that's same tree, different angle. So that's really cool. That's really great. So just kind of flipping through the chat real quick, just looking at everything. Now, I wish I had a CNC machine. I have several different routers. I think I'm up to 1, 2, 3 different routers now. I mainly just use my table router, which is right here back behind me. But I do have a couple hand routers that I'm use as well. So, but
can you pull that up?
Yeah. Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Oh, I did. There you go.
I did that. So you can see my mouse, right, on this one? So what I'm trying to do here on what we're going to do is these hoses that are coming out of here, right? We're gonna try and match these hoses up here as much as we can.
Okay.
On all these things. Sorry, this is the pixelated picture of this. I do all this on my iPad and I didn't save it to my desktop, so I just had to pull this up real quick. So I'm going to work on these 2 hoses here coming out, and probably these 2 here. Just kind of have some ideas of different options. Not sure exactly what I'm going to go with yet. But that's what we're going to talk about.
Okay, awesome. So there's what we're going to be working on. Are you ready for me to pull up your build cam there too?
Yeah, let's go ahead. So first thing is what kind of tubing we're going to use. So off the top of my head,
did you kill your mic too? On the other side?
Nope.
Sorry.
No, just stop the camera.
Oh, your mic's actually picking up your camera on that side, not the other one, not your other mic. That's why it's sounding echoey when you go into the other room. Sorry, guys, this technical issues. Like, once again, this is live, so there are sometimes technical issues that we go through as we're doing this. Just happens. So
I'm sounding echoey over here?
Yeah, because you're not picking up that microphone. So let me turn this microphone up. Now go ahead and talk again.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'll mute this other one. All right, we're good now.
Okay. So, oh man, I can hear myself. The first thing I was thinking about doing is, or the kind of pipe to use, is a liquid tight conduit for electrical. A non-metallic liquid tight is what I was thinking. So what we have for a non-metallic liquid tight, let's go to the build cam here.
Yep, that looks good.
Okay, so this is a piece of 1/2-inch liquid tight, non-metallic pipe, right? It comes gray typically. You can get it at Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever you want to, electrical store. The other thought was something like this that I like to use these. This is a hot water supply pipe.
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
Flex pipe. So I like to use these for my sci-fi builds or my steampunk builds. I think they look really cool. And then the other one is a metallic liquid type, black, and it's a little bit more flexible. And this is what I actually think I'm going to end up going with.
Okay.
The way you'd end up cutting this is with a bandsaw or a metal blade, hacksaw. You don't want to use cutters because it will end up smashing it, which if you look on this end here, see how it's smashed?
Oh yeah, see how it's smashed there, yeah.
So yeah, because it's a metallic inside of it.
Okay.
So this is what I'm thinking about going with here is the black. So we'll get rid of these other ones. Now they all come with fittings that you can get for the ends of them.
Okay.
That will fit in everything. So you have the metallic, non-metallic. So if you have a 90-degree metallic and then a 90-degree non-metallic.
Okay.
Both liquid tight, which you don't need because this isn't going to be out in the weather.
Right. It's just for the as they call it, gingerbread. It's a gingerbread is what they call it, like when they're doing all the fake stuff like at Disney World or Disneyland and all that kind of stuff. It's called gingerbread is what they're putting out of there. So this is just a gingerbread on this cache.
Yeah. So nothing special to it. It just is the looks is what we're going for. And right. I actually running the wiring from the cache container to the door through actually the piece of it.
Oh, okay.
And that way we'll hide it nice.
Yeah, that'll be a really nice hide, as practical hide of a piece of gingerbread.
The other thing I liked about this, so I have a bunch of these things laying around, and I saw the end of this here.
Right.
That actually looks like part of the picture. If you go to the picture, I believe in the bottom left corner of the build,
yeah,
it's kind of like that. So it kind of has this bevel to it, and I thought that would be kind of nice to. Oh wait, till you get to the camera there.
Yeah, see that? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pull that one back up. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Yeah,
see the bevel.
So I thought this would be nice, and so what I'll end up doing is unscrewing this and getting rid of this back piece here. I don't know if I'll cut it off, probably, just so it will fit, and then I can screw it right to the container itself.
Okay.
So I think that would look pretty cool. I could 3D print parts and do all kinds of things, but I'm trying to use stuff I find, random pieces.
Right, because I mean, like we've talked about before, not everybody has a 3D printer. Most of us don't have a CNC machine. So yeah, that's it. I mean, it's just really great using these practical parts and how to use it. I mean, all sets a lot of times are always generated from, or not sets, but like props or things that you'd see around that they just kind of dressed up. I mean, look at half the droids in Star Wars. They're trash cans.
Yeah. Yeah, the way they make stuff. I mean, I love watching prop makers and what they used and how they built stuff, and just amazing on what they end up using. So let me grab a wrench and I'll take this liquid tight piece apart.
Okay. So everybody in the chat, post comments in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking. Also, I mean, this is just, like I said, when you're building a cache, there are little things that you can add to it will make it really, really great. Adi Olson does a really great job at doing this with all the different paint job that he does and just little things that he's put on his caches. Always makes it fun to find. I need to do better on mine, but this is really great for me as well. I like the mechanical and figuring that aspect of it out. But this is going to be phenomenal coming this together. That's one of the things I love about when I was in Seattle, finding Heroes in Jeopardy, Superheroes in Jeopardy. That was just a lot of fun finding that, just to seeing all the different aspects of it, doing that. So there's a lot of different stuff that you can add to these caches that'll just make it a lot of fun. not just fun to find, but fun to see. And that's what I really like about this.
Yeah. To me, I like finding parts that look like they belong, but they, I mean, they're not to that or not made for that. It's kind of like kit bashing, kind of.
Right.
So on these, actually, I guess I don't need to take this off. So you have a straight connector and you have a 90 on these. So on part of that door, there's some 90s that I believe on the top right-hand side of the door, you require a 90 on it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I'll go into the top part of the door there, which I guess if I pulled up the door, and I haven't done a ton to this door right now.
So, oh yeah, that looks really cool. Now, see, as this is the part that a lot of people don't see when you're building caches. I mean, a lot of this is experimental. How's this going to look? What's it going to do? So that's what we're seeing right now. Is Chad's kind of we're seeing those wheels turn as going through this, trying to figure this. Okay, how is this going to look? How will we do this? Will we do this? And that's just a process of building a gadget cache, of smart cache, any cache. Really, is what's it going to look like? What do we need to do? So this is kind of a behind the scenes aspect of how do you build this? What goes on through the thought process? So, all right.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm just reading some questions there, the chat.
Yeah, I'm trying to see those. A lot of these are just Tom's just making comments.
I heard he learned a lot today.
He did, and you can go back through the chat and see that. So Tom does ask. This is actually a pertinent question. Thanks, Tom. Did you route out for the hinges?
I didn't. I actually thought about that when I was cutting the CNC to actually route the hinges out. But originally, I was not going to do hinges or these hinges. I was going to do a hidden hinge or a concealed hinge. But then I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, it's a door, so it kind of looks like hinges that it should have.
Right.
So that's what I went with. But if I was to recut the door, I would route her out and sink the hinges in a little bit.
Okay.
So on that picture, it looks like the hoses go in. I'm trying to see, that picture's really small for me. Can you pull it up again? There we go. It looks like it goes in right here. So I might end up just doing one hose instead of two, or one here on this side and one on the back side. Actually, that might be the best. Or I can even do one to the frame. Well, no, it can't, because I guess technically this opens and shuts in the movie.
Right.
So I think if I did one on the front and one on the back, and I could probably have them at different angles so you can see them a little bit better. They'll offset each other. Right. That's what I'll end up doing. And then we cut the metallic pipe and all that stuff. So what I have for the container, since we're here, and I didn't get a ton done this weekend, unfortunately, I started to design the bottom clamp for the container here. That sits something right about here.
Okay.
And then you have a upper one that sits somewhere here. Okay. Now I need to actually end up making a flange on them here with the curve on it, so then I can actually attach it a little bit better. So that will sit here. This actually will, at some point I got to finish up this container. This will snap on here and hold it in place.
Oh, maybe that's what those are actually for too. Wow.
What?
Those little notches there, because that is a different level on those. So yeah, that's probably actually in the movie. That's what they use that for, is locking it in place like that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Actually, I had to figure out the diagram or the dimension of this, and I made it. I actually was a little bit tighter, and I made one a little bit bigger, and I think it's not tight enough. I need to go in between the two measurements. So that will lock it in place. And what I'll probably end up doing is gluing it together or screwing it together. I'll probably screw it this way and then I'll have the flange. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I just don't want someone to be able to take it out. So we'll sit something like this on there. You'll have your hose that will come out. I'll probably set it down a little bit more.
Right.
And then I've made the clamp arm for it. That will actually go on here. If you go to the photo, you can see it.
Right. Okay. I'm going to go to the photo.
The claw. Yeah.
Yeah. The claw there at the top. Yeah.
Yeah. There's, I think, 3 of them. So that will end up going on there. And again, I think I'll end up gluing this all together just so it can't go anywhere. There's no point, I think, never taking it apart, really.
Right. So, and then Engineering 42 is saying drill through the loop, and drill through and loop the hose through the hole and back. Would look like 2 hoses, but easier to make.
That's a really good idea. I appreciate you mentioning that. That's a great idea.
So, and I'm noticing your filament here on your green there, Chad. It's heat, right?
Yeah, you see where I touch it, it turns colors.
Yeah, I see it changing.
Yeah, because it changes color with temperature. So when it's really cold, it's dark green. When it's room temperature, the temperature it's in my room, which is like 70 degrees, it's this color green. And then when it's hot, it turns yellow. And then same with the orange. The orange will be a dark orange, regular orange, and then yellow.
Okay.
So it takes a little bit longer for it to change the orange. I mean.
Okay, I just thought it was kind of funny as we're doing that. I saw fingerprints on the filament.
Yeah, I made some frogs for bathtub toys for people,
right?
For the kids in a throw bag, and so I thought having a temperature changing or color changing filament when it gets hot and cold would change. I thought it'd be kind of cool.
That is cool.
And also a spoon. If you 3D print a spoon for ice cream, it will change colors as you're eating the ice cream.
Right, just in case you can't tell that it's cold.
Yeah, it's just fun. So, anyway.
All right, so
I thought I would use this. I have a ton of it, and I don't ever have plans to use it again for anything. I thought I'd just use it up. So for the other side, my thought is to use this here for the hose going out. And I'm thinking about putting it right down here somewhere. We're here. Now, I might need to redesign part of this. In the photo, you'll see it has actually a knuckle or a round knuckle here or something, because these holders typically, I think, go down into the ground, I think. And then they come up.
Right. It's like, it goes in. It's like, it's part of the, it's like a hinge, a big hinge. They open up and then they close back up.
So since I wasn't planning on making that part, which I could, it wouldn't be too hard. I can even add the round to this. I could 3D print a piece. I haven't decided if I want to make it like that. I could actually change part of this design, make this a little bit bigger if I wanted to.
Right.
Or just mount it here or over here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it just
kind
really
of all part of
depends
the
on how
design
realistic
process.
you want it.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be 100%. It's kind of my creation. So remember how Chad mentioned that when it goes to painting, sometimes he gets in such a hurry to get it done.
Right.
It doesn't look the best. And sometimes with me on some of the projects, it's like, okay, that's good enough. But then after I put it out, then I'll spend more time making one the way I want it to. Because then I start thinking about it and I'm like, oh, I could do better. So
yeah. No, I completely understand that. No, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, this will go here with the hose going out of this side. And so far, that's about all I have. So I put the hinges on the door. I started to mount the latch system.
Okay.
To it. And the latch I was using is the 12-volt latch that we use for all kinds of stuff here.
Just a simple cabinet latch.
Yeah, the trunk latch or cabinet latch.
Yeah.
I like these because it pops open. I really like the sound of it. And just the fact that it just pops open. I think that's pretty cool. And with how loud it is, some people say it scares them when it pops open. So that might be
Yeah.
kind of a cool benefit of the door since it's a Scream Cache anyways.
Yeah, it's a Scream Cache and that aspect of it. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I started to mount this. I have a back I cut, or I started to make for it. So my thought on the door itself is to have it just a logbook on the inside. So
Okay.
I'll mount or glue or something log pages on the back of this, and then also on this side of the door. So you'll just write your name on the door or on the back side of it. And that's it. And then I'll leave another spot for swag or travel bugs.
Okay.
That was my thought, because I didn't want to make the door look too thick by making a container behind it.
Right.
So my plan was I ended up mounting a second door frame behind it. And this actually would allow me to actually extend how thick this piece here is. So I could actually double this up, which would probably give me more of a realistic thickness to it.
Right.
And then I also noticed that these flutes that I have in here, they should actually go down the sides as well. So I might redesign that. I haven't decided.
Okay.
It's so hard to cut.
So Bell on the Move, Andrew Bell on the Move is asking, how deep is it going to be?
Not very deep, 3/4 of an inch.
Well, what about the whole container itself? How deep is the container?
11 inches.
11 inches. Okay.
Yeah, 11 inches. So if you look at this, of course, the door, this is one of the issues I'm having. So I thought about going to electromagnet, so I can actually have it fairly close to the surface mount.
Right.
But then if it ever loses power, the door will open.
Up.
You have to have consistent power for that. So
right.
Or constant power. So anyways, when it opens, then there'll be logs on the back here you can write your name on, and then also on here. I could also just go get rid of this second frame and make it as one, put a little slit here, and probably a little bit bigger hole, which I'll have to cut anyways for this latch to fit in.
Right.
But then I can make it really thin if I wanted to, but I kind of like the idea of the depth. But one of my concerns is no matter how small the container is, sometimes people always try and shove a travel bug in there. So if I leave a little bit of depth, then it won't jam it.
Right. Yeah, and that's
I've
good.
had some where I've had to force open because it's jammed so tight from someone trying to put a travel bug in.
Right, it's like pinning the door. If anybody has ever done that, where you stuff a bunch of pennies into a door where you can't get in and out of it.
I've never done that. I don't know.
That's the practical joke side of myself, evidently. So OzFox asks, could you have a comic style bedroom on the backboard? So
you
go
could.
Back.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so it looked like one of the rooms from Monsters Inc. So when the door opens up, you'd actually see like you're seeing inside the room where it's actually at. That's actually a cool idea. I like that. Really and then you're just signing on the back of the door.
Yeah, I actually like that idea. I'm gonna have to take their idea and maybe go with it.
Yeah, I like that one too. I think that would be really good doing it that way.
Yeah,
I'd kind of thought of that at the time, but OzFox kind of confirmed it right there. I think that's really great. I agree.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't think about that. So
Tom is saying nice I was thinking the same something like that, and then Bell on the Move, Andrew saying love that, and then OzFox says all yours. So he says go for it. So yeah, I think well, there you go. That's what you're going to put on the back of it now. So now we just got to find the room to put in there.
Yeah. That's a nice thing about the show and different knowing other builders is you get all kinds of great ideas from other people because everybody has different ideas. And honestly, I don't know if I would have thought about that, at least not anytime soon. So,
so yeah, and that's why we do the show. That's why we do this because we want to inspire, but we also get inspired at the same time. So that's all part of this community.
Yes, Gary's sleeping in his bed.
That would be
A
funny.
bunch of spilt beans on the side.
Just spilled beans on the side of Gary's bed.
Well, I was thinking you could actually do it with a backlit piece of acrylic,
right,
and put a light on the back, so then it would look like the bedroom would light up through it. But it's supposed to be nighttime, right? So
right.
Probably don't want to do that. So the cache container itself has a couple light strips in it.
Well, that's good because they'll light what you're doing inside there. So I think that's really good.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, you can get metallic, non-metallic, liquid tight connectors, whatever you want to do, whatever you like. This stuff I get this stuff in rolls of 25. It's not that expensive. So it's completely up to you. The metallic one, liquid tight, is a little bit more flexible though than the non-metallic. But if you heat it up, it actually can flex a little bit more.
Okay.
So, and if someone would want to know what that piece on the end was, it's a power entry tip for cubes. So cubicles have power in them,
right?
In office spaces. This is a whip for the cubicle that plugs into the end of the cubicle that gives it power. And so that I'm just using the end of it. And this one's a little bit different. I had a couple different styles with me, and I like the other one a little bit better, but this would work the exact same way.
Okay. So Andrew was saying on there as well, use the outdoor Mod Podge.
I didn't know there was indoor or outdoor Mod Podge. What do I have a whole bunch of Mod Podge I haven't used yet.
So, and I guess that you do that on the seal, the picture that you do on the inside.
Yeah, this doesn't say anything about being outdoor, so it's probably not.
And then Dave saying UV sprayed all over it as well really helps the colors. So that'll keep it from fading if you use the UV sprayed over it.
Yeah, good idea.
So once again,
I'll probably end up putting a piece of plexiglass over the front of it. So I might sandwich it between two. And the front piece of plexiglass can be a UV resistant piece.
Okay. Yeah, just so many different options to be able to do. And I am really excited to see this one as it's coming together. Like I said, I know you didn't get a chance to do a lot of stuff this week because, life happens. It's just part of it. So Scooby Loves Poo says, I've used the outdoor
What a name.
Mod
That's
Podge.
awesome.
Yeah, Scooby Loves Poo. What a great name. So that's it. Dave says you can find it on Amazon. I'm gonna go find it real quick. So
Derek got ready before the show and actually pulled the Amazon up already so he can add links if he needed to. So
yeah, let's see here. Outdoor.
So Scooby Loves Poo. It's the first time I've actually seen them on here. So thanks for joining in and watching the show.
Okay, so what it is? Okay, so yours is yellow, right? That's the color you're. This is a green canister. Outdoor.
Oh yes, the Mod
exterior.
Podge. Yeah, I have yellow.
Yeah. So let me pull this up, and I'll put a link in the chat as well for this because we're all going to need to get some of this evidently. So I'm going to drop that link in there, and then I'm going to share my screen so you can kind of see what it looks like. So let me see here. Share screen. I'm going to
jump to the other room.
Okay, and I'll share my screen here. So here is the outdoor Mod Podge of it. So there's the outdoor Mod Podge. So you kind of see it. It's a green canister. So this would be what you want to use. Of course, it's water-based sealer, so you can use that. So there's the outdoor Mod Podge. So, and I'll look for the UV spray too as well, Dave. So, but I'll pull that up in just a second. Chad is jumping to the other room. Don't forget to turn your camera back on in the other room, Chad. There you go. So, but yeah, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the UV spray now, and I'll drop that in there as well because that'll really help those colors to pop. All right, let's see here. UV spray paint, I guess would be UV spray protectant for outdoor decor. Here we go. There's several of them. Let's see which one. There's a sun guard. All right, I guess we'll go with the. Here we go. This will be a better one. Kryline. Kryline puts one out. You can guys let me know if this is a good one or not. And Dave's saying acrylic. Kryline acrylic. Yeah. All right. So here it is. I'm going to pull this one up now. So here is the UV spray. It's not very expensive. It's only usually list price is $14.26, but you can get it for $11.27 on Amazon right now. And I will drop that link in there in just a moment. So be checking those out. And remember, these links are affiliate links, so they do help the channel out when you purchase something through here as well. So here it is. Here comes that link as well. And so those are the links for the outdoor Mod Podge and then the UV spray. So be checking those. If you're doing stuff out there, this will help the colors to pop and also to really set that so things don't happen with it when your decor or your pictures that are on your cache will get messed up.
So I want to know something from Scooby Loves Poo. Do they have Great Danes? Is that why it's Scooby Loves Poo?
Yeah, a good question.
Curious.
So,
Derek, I just sent you a photo in Messenger of the cache itself, so people can see it. I took it the other day in the middle. Well, when I go to work, so it's dark out, of course, but they can see it's all lit up, and it's what I say. I think it's 30 inches by 30 inches by 11 inches deep. So
okay, I'll pull it up in just 1 second. All right,
great. And then for the light on the top of the cache, now that we're here.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sell you out.
Yep, no problem. You can look for that thing. I got all kinds of stuff in here for future projects. Actually, I have the next few months of builds actually planned, so I'm actually kind of excited about that. But
cool.
The light, I can figure out what drawer, is going to be this right here. So it's an LED strobe light
that's
that
cool.
will turn on and strobe. I have it in red as well, which is what they have on the photo. So that's what my plan was, in red. The other thing I thought about doing, I had a couple different ideas. So something I use like on my pit droids and my steampunk ones are these can't think of the name of it right now. Plasma, there you go. Plasma discs. And I don't have batteries in this one. But you can get them in different colors, red and everything, and they actually will go off with your voice. So it actually will, if you scream, it will actually, the plasma thing will get bigger and fill it up.
That's
and then
cool.
It will pulse with your voice. So I thought that'd be kind of cool as well, rather than just having
that adds a little bit extra to it.
Yeah. So I can show next show on how that works. And then my other thought is you can get these in several different colors. Is just lighten up one of the buttons for like the Simon Says button, because that almost looks like, you can get it in red. It almost looks like the picture here above the door. It almost looks just like this button here. So that wouldn't be bad either.
Okay. And then I'm going to share this screen. This is the one that you're talking about. This is the canister itself that you're talking about. I'm just going to pull it from here.
That's the cache. That's the container it's going to go in. So I need to redo it all.
Okay.
So.
And that's 30 by 30 by 11, you say? Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, that's correct. So it'll be plenty big to hold the cache in.
All right. So,
go ahead.
So Scooby loves Pooh. Answer: No, I have several dogs, but no Great Danes. I like Scooby Doo, and my wife is a Winnie the Pooh fan.
I love Great Danes, so
I know you got two house horses. Or house
one's
cows.
a house cow because Harley
She's
Quinn.
black and white. Yeah. Romacat says love those plasma units. So I may have to pull one of those up on Amazon too and throw that in there.
I did get them from Amazon. Let's see if I have the package here to show you. I don't think they came with any. I think they're just generic. Yeah, they're just generic packaging. But I can send you the link for them. But I use them on all kinds of stuff. So I have several different colors of them.
Okay.
Anyway, so the other thing I thought would be kind of cool, it's not anywhere on the cache, is I love these big, since it's kind of like a industrial thing, I love the stop buttons. I don't know what I can make it do. I thought about making it on the inside, and that would open another container where the swag would be, or where you can put travel bugs and just pop it open. But I love these giant, I have all kinds of these commercial, industrial machine buttons all over the place. And we have a listener that sends me, I think he's in the business of it, but he sends me all kinds of stuff on them, and I have boxes full of more of them. So, anyways, it's kind of cool. There's also the big switchers and stuff. So, anyways, if not, we need to think about a cache in the future to use these on. Because would be fun.
That most definitely. Where's the mouse? There it is. There's the mouse. Yeah, most definitely. We'll come up with something to put that with. I think that's really cool. That would be kind of neat to have a trivia, and you have to hit it as a buzzer. You have such amount of time to do it. Or you two different people are playing, or something like I don't know. We'll figure out something. Everybody's laughing about your house cow.
Yeah. Yep, that's who she is, the house cow.
You ought to have her come into your workshop sometime one of these nights.
Yeah, so Great Danes are the laziest dogs in the world. They are probably sleeping in my bed. So, but they always have to be. The one thing that drives me nuts is they always have to be touching you. So
yeah,
no matter what I do, they have to be by me, touching me.
But they're such sweet dogs. I mean, when I was there this last summer, seeing them, that they're really, really, really sweet dogs. So they're fun.
Yeah. Yep. Great dogs.
All right,
a little bit different than what you're used to.
Yeah, my little ones. Yeah, the Chipu, and then the little hound, the other hound that I have. So yeah, a little bit different. So all right. So what are we planning for next week?
So next week, I'm hoping to get some painting done on the door.
Okay.
So we're gonna make it look like Boo's door. So we're gonna put the flowers on it. We'll paint it white.
All right. So I'm gonna add this back to the stream.
Yep.
So we're gonna go with the white with the flowers. So on there. So that's that's what we're gonna be doing. You're gonna not when I say we, I mean you. What you're gonna be doing this week is doing some painting. Are you going to be working on any of these hoses this week and getting that on there, or what's happening?
I'm hoping to get some hoses on this week and get the paint done. I would also like to finish designing the holder for the container, the Scream container itself, and getting that in or mounted on there. So it's pretty close to being done. And then, of course, the week after next, I will be out of town, but Dave Wagner will be on with you, and you'll go over actually the Scream container itself.
Right. We'll go over the coding and all that on that week. Andrew's asking, and I think this was the stop. He was asking how the stop switch work, cuts power to open door. Typically, yeah, that's how it would work, I think. but that's what we're trying to figure out. What would we do here to come up with this?
I would have to look at it and work with it and see which one there is. I have several different switches. There's a green one that I believe is a go, but I'd have to look at it and see how it exactly works.
Right. So Tom's asking, will there be a hard hat at GC to put on to find the cache? And he's referring to, if you look at Mike Wazowski, he's got a Monsters Inc. hard hat on.
You know what's funny is my son used to have one, and I think a couple years ago I finally donated to Goodwill or something from when we went to Disneyland. But in a couple weeks I might be able to pick one up again. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what would be fun is to have people be able to pose with it on or something in front of the
That would be
cache.
fun. It's like have one in
we
there
need
just
to for an event and do a full size one door.
Oh.
Maybe it's the logbook for the event. I don't know. And then take
not
a pose.
not for this event, not the one here in Memphis, but
no, but a event.
Come up with something. That would be cool.
Fun.
So Ramba Cats is saying had to go watch Monsters Inc. again after last week's show. So hey, great. I'm glad you did this. I'm like I said, I'm enjoying this. I love the canister. As you can see back here, my canister's still sitting in my shop. I see your yellow one there with the lights going. This is just such a fun build. And this is a great time because you get to see a whole bunch of different aspects that go through this. And the thought process as we're doing different things. But yeah. And some other updates that I'm gonna look in here. So Andrew which was on the show beginning of the month, last month or end of last month, had the lightsaber cache. I've been following that. There have been some really fun pictures being posted on that. So go check that out. Andrew, go ahead and drop the GZ or GC into the chat so everybody can see that, so they can go look at those because those are a lot of fun. I've been watching that. 48-hour series. Stop the bomb exploding multi. So that might be something that you can use with those buttons. If we can get them to link to different locations that they have so much time to maybe hit a button and run to another section of a multi, and then the signal to go that far. I don't know if we could do that, but it's an idea. Let's see here. Yeah, time to do a cache, full size in a storage unit. That would be fun.
That'd be fun. That'd be an expensive cache to keep up paying for storage, but
yeah, $30 a month. Yeah. And then okay. So here's the GZ for the Jedi, or the one that Andrew has, and Chad just pulled it up. I see it's GC9M1MQ. You ready for me to bring that cache page up, Chad?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, I was just looking at photos.
All right,
so I can
here's
pop through photos. Hopefully, he doesn't mind us sharing these.
No. All right, so there's that one. There's a hand being cut off.
That is awesome. That is so good. I love it.
And I've seen some other ones that have been on there as well. But that is it's just been fun looking at those. Somebody playing guitar, it might be in his hand that was on the ground.
Oh, look at that. That is awesome.
Yeah, that one's great.
They have a robe on and everything.
So, so like I said.
So anyways, if you have a chance, go look at it. It's really, really cool.
It is. So
I'm hoping he sent me all the his caches in a message, so I actually add them. So when I'm down there in a few weeks, hopefully I can find a couple of them.
Yeah, and that would be great. I'd love to be able to go and get some of his. I mean, you got that one. Then you have the Indiana Jones series. That'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, lots of fun. So, all right, don't forget Cache Fest. The events are coming out. Side events are coming out. So go check those out. And also, a lot of different things coming up. So like Chad said, next week, we're going to be tackling, hopefully, we've seen the paint, some of the hoses, some other aspects of the door being done. And then the 22nd, Chad's going to be on vacation, going after Andrew's Caches down there in California. And I'll be here with Dave, and we're going to be covering a lot of the coding on the smart cache itself, of the Scream Canister, how that's going to work. And then don't forget this week. Let's see here. This week is a regular. No, this week. No Geocache talk this weekend because of here in the U.S. the Super Bowl, Olympics, whatever sport you're watching. They're taking this Sunday off. So no Gadget talk Gadget talk will be next week, but Geocache talk this weekend. So that was a lot.
Yes.
So thanks, Tom. Tom saying another great show. So
yes, thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Thanks for the facts earlier today.
Yeah, very interesting facts. I'd never would have thought that a
Pre-show
dolphin
fact
slept with
guy.
one eye open
Entertainment.
because half the brain would go to sleep. Really weird, crazy thought. So, all right, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed tonight. Click that subscribe button if you haven't, and we will see you.
If you have,
and
or
if you have,
haven't.
and if you have, don't click it. And if you do click it again because you turned it off. Now you got to turn it back on. So, but yeah. And Oz Fox is saying thanks for the entertaining show. Always such great info from Mama Cats. And Gary saying, yeah, big football game on Sunday, so no show. And then Scooby Loves Pooh says, thanks. Looking forward to next week. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And don't forget, if you have, almost forgot this, if you have any caches that you want to be featured on the show, always email us. You can email us at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com. We'll love to see those. You can also tag us on Instagram at Gadget Talk Podcast and just let us see those as well. We're not doing a challenge.
Follow us too.
And follow us. Follow us at Gadget Talk Podcast.
Because sometimes I do a lot of spoilers on there. I get excited sometimes when I'm building something and I post photos.
Yeah, you do. I see them on there before we talk about them half the time.
Yeah.
So follow us on Instagram at Gadget Talk Podcast. You can always tag us on your posts if you want us to see a really cool gadget. Really would love that. And then, of course, you can always email us at gadgettalkpodcast@gmail.com. So, and I am so excited about next week. I'm excited for this whole month of this build, and hopefully we can get it done this month. If we don't, hey, we go for next month too. So, month of March.
Yeah. It's kind of a bigger build that's taking a little bit longer, mainly that I have to design everything almost from scratch. So it's taking a little bit of time.
Right.
But it's fun. I think it's going to turn out nice and it'll be fun. We'll actually put it out there and we can follow it.
Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun.
We have the pre-events going that are live already, some of them for Cache Fest. So if you're going to make it, make sure you go on there and log those pre-events.
Yep. Log your Willitons. So on there. So, all right, everybody. I hope you have a great week. Hope everybody stays safe and have fun. Build something. So, all right, everybody. Catch you next week. Good night.